Pete Hegseth just released this memo on warfighter performance optimization. And whenever I see something like this, I always like to read it and think about what would it look like in the context of wildland firefighter human performance. So let's look at what's in this memo. The first bullet point that's interesting is it has accelerate technology and innovation. What does that mean? It means aggressively fielding data analytics, wearables, and cutting edge technologies. When they say wearables, I think they're talking about things like Whoop straps, Oura rings, Garmin, stuff like that. You also got the bullet point right below, which is interesting, where it says elevate cognitive performance as a key to readiness. The wearables conversation is interesting because I know a lot of military human performance programs are already utilizing wearables. I think it's tricky in the wildfire profession because it's so easy to look at, my Garmin's telling me to take a rest day, or my Whoop strap is saying I'm in the red. So what does that mean? I'm going to tell my soup I can't work today? Like I can't run saw today? Like, of course not. That's ridiculous. I do think it could provide some really interesting long-term data on the physiological impact and the true physical demands of the job. I want to talk about the cognitive performance side too. And I also want to clarify, when we're talking about cognitive performance and mental fitness, it's very different than mental health and behavioral health. They both deal with psychology, but one is dealing with, things like trauma, things like PTSD. The other one's dealing with things like focusing under stress, decision-making under fatigue, and just the cognitive skill of still being able to do your job under acute high levels of stress. There's a massive need for pushing more cognitive performance specialists and helping develop skills that those types of psychologists can promote. We all think wildland firefighters are going to get access to wearable technology to track physiological data and access to cognitive performance specialists anytime in the near future. Let me know what you think in the comments.